Hello again, family and friends. This is Edward at the Golden Palace swimming pool. Beautiful afternoon. Actually, it was beautiful all day, except for early this morning. I thought it was going to rain, and then all of a sudden, right around 8 a.m., we had a blackout, and it's still a blackout. So it's one of those scheduled blackouts that they never tell you about. We can only hear it through rumors, and some people are able to find out about it, but me and my family has never been able to find out about when they're going to have a scheduled blackout. So 8 a.m. this morning, poof, everything goes out, and it's been a beautiful day. So I haven't gotten any solar power, paying for anything today. So I'm running my diesel generator, which costs probably $20 in fuel every 2 hours is my guess. So right now it's 4:22 p.m. 88 degrees on the 14th of November. That's my dad's birthday. He's 81 today. Very healthy. He's so dang unbelievably busy all the time, and he's always so active, and he's lived a long, long life, and that's his birthday today, 81. Happy birthday, Dad. And as you can hear, I got the generator running. I'll kind of show you real quick there a little bit about it, and then come back out here so you can hear. The 23 kW generator. I paid 260,000 pesos for it, and it's about 6 years old now. So the fuel tank, as you see, that's my homemade fuel tank. I made it out of our reverse osmosis water tanks that we get delivered here all the time. I'm sure everyone in the Philippines has seen those before. I just used epoxy and took 3 of those tanks and made it into a fuel tank, because my onboard fuel tank that came with the generator became very dirty and totally unreliable, and you could never see what the level was, and the level indicator on it never worked right. So I said, to heck with it. After I lost my fuel pump from bad fuel, from too much moisture in a really bad rainy season like 3 years ago, it took me 10 months to get a fuel pump replacement for that generator. Yeah, it took forever. So I said, screw that, I'm making my own fuel tank. So I ran my own fuel lines, made my own fuel tank so I could see the fuel. I've been using that tank for 2 years, at least 2 years now, maybe 2.5 years. And I've never had a leak on it. I just use epoxy if I ever do get a leak. And I love it because I can see the level at all times, and I just dump in fuel at the top, and it's great. I love it. So anyways, I got this light here. The switch is on, so this is your grid power light. When this light goes on, then that means they finally got the grid power back online, and then I can shut the generator off. So I'm just kind of waiting. It's supposed to be around 5 p.m. when they turn the power back on. But this day I've been running the generator since like 10 a.m. So 10 to 4, that's 6 hours. And it's $20 for every 2 hours. So that's like what, about 60 bucks It's 4:30 now. So I'm over $60 on fuel for the day running that generator right now. So fuel really ain't that cheap here. It's something like $4.60, $4.50, $4.60 per liter. And that's pesos, 460 per liter. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. Anyways, once in a while, we haven't had one of these maintenance blackouts for at least 3 months. So it used to be when they had a lot of line work and putting in new big power lines and stuff there last spring, like March, April, May, we were getting a power outage like this at least once or twice a week. But now, like I say, they completed most of that work, so now we only get one every once in a while. So like I say, it's been over 3 months since we've had one of these. So we're kind of alone today. We got the store closed. It's a Tuesday, and that's the day that Lizelle and Ruel has their day off. So we close everything up for the day because we got both the boys we take care of all day and do whatever we can around here the best we can. So that's it for this little video. I just wanted to clue you guys in on what I do when there's blackouts. I mean, you can have a battery system for your solar and have an off-grid solar system, but if you know anything about solar systems, either on-grid or off-grid, you know that if you have an off-grid system that requires batteries, the maintenance and the troubles that you're going to have really stinking go up, and the cost is huge. If I put in a massive battery bank there, it would cost me at least 500,000 pesos. That'd be $10,000 for a good battery bank. And batteries, if they overheat or get too cold, depending where you are in the world, they'll have a constant damage to them. So the longevity of your battery will be reduced greatly. So it's really not worth it. I've been there, done that, and I've spent over 10 grand for new batteries one time, and they lasted the 5 years I used them, but then I sold the place, so I never got to really see how long that those batteries lasted. But just going by that and experience and talking with other people, your batteries, you know, you'll be lucky to last 10 years, 15 on perfect conditions, and then you got to spend another huge chunk of money. So sometimes if like the cost of electricity was super high, it might be worth it. But right now it's, like I say, 5 pesos per kilowatt. It's gone down from 16 pesos per kilowatt last year and the year before. So I just never knew that the electricity costs swung so high and so low in the Philippines, at least where I'm at in northwestern Mindanao. So I don't know, maybe I know it's a lot more stable, but I don't know about the costs of the electricity in some of the cities. In the cities, the electric grid's more stable usually than the rural areas, because the rural areas, if there's any power swings in the system or something, they just automatically have a trip that trips a rural area completely offline, off the grid, until they can get their power plant back under control of whatever problems they're having there before they bring it back online. So the rural area would be a good place that you could have a battery bank, have off-grid system, especially if you're way rural. I mean, I'm pretty rural, but at least I'm next to a road where I got power lines coming in. There's my grid power lines right there, and that transformer. I paid for that transformer myself. That's the way they do it here. Yep. In rural areas, when you're doing new construction, you got to buy your own transformer. And that transformer is like 80,000 pesos. So anyways, you got to have it. No two ways about it. But once you get set up and you got, you know, your whole layout and your perimeter done and all your drainage good, and you know, and you got metal roof that'll last 100 years, you know, because I got the extra thick metal roof, so it'll be at least 100 years. Plus I've been painting my roof. I paint my roof white so it reflects some of the heat off. Plus I vented my attic, and all that under there has small holes in it on the soffits, and so the air goes in there and then it goes out the top with a whirly-bird vent. So, you know, you get all that stuff taken care of, and then you're set for years and years and years. And if you have a home base like this where you feel comfortable, you know, you have a great pool for your family and friends, and you know, you have spare rooms in the tower. Those are both spare rooms with bathrooms, CRs, everything, beds, everything you need, right? So you have room for guests. You're never going to be wanting for anything for your home base. And then from there, the members of your family can travel wherever they want in the world, like Filipinos do. They go around the whole world on contracts and work for other people, and then send their money home. And then they come back for maybe a month or two, and then they're gone again on another contract. And that's the way, you know, overseas workers, that's the way it is in today's society. Lots of overseas workers. So anyways, that's it for this video. You guys all take care. Have a good day out there, and God bless. Bye-bye.